Mic check, Megan. Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
Your lawyer friend didn't mess with my Sudoku, did he?
No, he didn't.
Check 234, check 234.
That's right. The series includes 11 different concerts, all free to the public.
Check Joe, mic check. We're checking the mic and saying things and talking. Cool.
Aubrey Trail likes it in the...
Mic check, Rob.
He likes it in the can. That's
hey,
why he's
buddy,
staying in
Central
there, right?
Nebraska, still dealing. Love you.
Anybody know that the can is also slang for like jail or prison?
Wait, yes, in a can.
Yeah. So he likes it in the can. Whoa. See?
Live from Lincoln, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 10.
Coming up tonight on the news, Central Nebraska still dealing with flooding concerns.
Also tonight, we're going to hear new options for gun safety from a Lincoln Special Task Force. But first,
Between the state of Nebraska and Aubrey Trail, the defendant, do find the said defendant as to the charge of count 1, murder in the first degree, guilty of murder in the first degree.
Aubrey Trail learns his fate in the murder of Sidney Loof. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us.
the jury returned a verdict around 7 o'clock tonight.
Trail now faces life in prison with the possibility of the death penalty. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Joe Harris has been following this trial since the very beginning and has more in our top story tonight. Joe?
Rod, Megan, the jury deliberated for less than 3 hours, but they agree that Aubrey Trail is a cold-blooded killer.
The state of Nebraska and Aubrey Trail, the defendant, do find the said defendant as to the charge of count 1, murder in the first degree, guilty of murder in the first degree.
Guilty on all counts. That's what a Saline County jury of 6 men and 6 women decided for Aubrey Trail Wednesday. Trail, who killed Lincoln woman Sidney Loof in November of 2017, appeared emotionless as the verdict was read. It comes after almost 4 weeks of presenting evidence and witnesses testifying that Trail is a man who engaged them in discussions of torture and killing. In closing arguments earlier in the day, the prosecution said it all came down to Trail and his fiancée Bailey Boswell luring Sidney in with the sole purpose of killing her, and that they purchased tools to dismember her body before she died.
How do they prepare for the date? They buy a hacksaw, they buy job cloths, they buy bleach, they buy all the items you need to kill and dispose of a body.
Trail and his lawyers argued Sidney died by accident when he choked her with a cord while acting out a sexual fantasy, and they say testimony from a forensics examiner cast reasonable doubt that she was killed on purpose.
She says the cause of death is strangulation, but she cannot say if it was accidental or intentional.
But that didn't matter to jurors, who agreed with prosecutors that Trail carried out a plan to kill Sidney Loof. Now, the jury will reconvene Thursday morning to decide if Trail will get the death penalty. If they say yes, it will then go to a 3-judge panel for the final decision. Bailey Boswell's murder trial will be in October.
Joe Harris, thank you for the update. Also out of Saline County today, sad story, a double fatality. It happened on Highway 33 in Crete around 3 p.m. It involved a car versus a pickup that was pulling a trailer.
Passenger car crossed the double yellow line and impacted the truck head on. There are 2 fatalities. Truck driver has been life-flighted to Lincoln.
Again, the 2 people inside the car were killed. No names have been released. Officials are trying to figure out what exactly caused the driver to cross the center line.
In much lighter news, we had some great weather today, Dean. A little break from that oppressive heat.
It felt great, Megan, with winds today. They were a little on the breezy side for some, but it was a cooler, less humid breeze, so it felt really nice. Hopefully you got to enjoy it. We're still looking at clear skies. A few clouds earlier off to our north, but those have diminished. High pressure is building into the area. It's already down into the 60s in York. We're at 76. We're one of the warm spots, but again, that will continue to fall as well. 60s from North Platte, Broken Bow up towards O'Neill as well. Dew points have climbed a little bit up to 61, but still very pleasant out there. It's a dry air mass that's in place, and winds are light. And I think we'll see those dew points drop a little bit to allow us to actually see our temperatures drop into the upper 50s to right around 60 tonight. Less humid weather continues for tomorrow, but 90s are back in the forecast starting Friday, and then a pretty extended period of heat heading our way. I'll let you know how hot we're expecting it in the full 10-day forecast just around the corner.
All right, thank you, Dean.
All right.
Well, flooding is still a concern for many in central Nebraska.
Yeah, you might remember on Monday, they got hit with up to 9 inches of rain. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Katrina Spurl was in Kearney today and has the latest.
Heavy rains Monday flooded portions of south central Nebraska around Kearney, and now they are trying to clean up. It didn't just impact Kearney residents, but those traveling through.
I'm from Minneapolis area in Minnesota, heading to Estes Park, Colorado on vacation. Within just a few minutes of the time having a cup of coffee and some breakfast, it had come all the way up to the curb near the hotel.
The University of Nebraska-Kearney opened its dorms to those impacted, providing a place to stay, food to eat, and items donated.
We've just done what we can here at UNK and partner with the community to try to make them as comfortable they can be, get them fed with our dining services here on campus, get them the personal items and clothing they need to get through the time they're here, and try to get them on their way soon.
Officials have been working long hours, directing traffic and helping people commute throughout parts of town, and even nearby town Gibbon, which is very difficult to get into. Those who have lived here for years say this flooding is unlike others they've seen before in the area.
I've been the emergency manager in Kearney for 16 years. This is the first time I've seen this much water in Kearney.
Most of Kearney's roads were impassable Monday and Tuesday, but now only a couple remain flooded, including West Talmadge Road, where evacuations happened at hotels nearby. Currently, over 230 people are staying at UNK. Louise says the people and hospitality they are receiving is incredible.
As soon as we got here, in a very organized fashion, they took our information, gave us a key to a room, and so my husband and I checked into the dorm for the first time in 50 years.
Reporting in Kearney, Katrina Spurl, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
The governor also got an up-close look at the flooding in the Kearney area. State officials landed in Kearney this morning and toured the flood damage. That area got upwards of 9 inches of rain Monday night, and as that water runs downstream, many communities are preparing. They could see near record cresting with waters peaking tonight.
Right now, we've got the assistance that has been asked for by the state has been for sandbags, so we're assisting from that way. We do have our emergency operations center open right now as well. And we've had people evacuated, as you know, from the hotels.
Officials say there have been no search and rescue requests as of now. They say damage assessments will begin coming in soon, but no dollar amount has been calculated yet.
A new facility will have the first infant and toddler water training courses here in Lincoln.
Hold it tight.
Called Float for Life, and it's near 14th and Yankee Hill Road. The building is a combined effort of the Joshua Collinsworth Memorial Foundation and the YMCA of Lincoln. Children 6 months old to toddlers will learn to float on their back like an otter.
It's grown so exponentially across the country that we just felt like the time had come that we needed to move into an office and have the space to store all the materials that we produce and ship out all over the country.
Tonight they had a special grand opening. It was open to the public. They had tours, food trucks, and they had fun for the kids. Well, it looks like we found plans for your summer evenings.
Yeah, a local concert series kicked off in Lincoln tonight. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Marlo Lundak went and checked it out and has more. Marlo?
That's right. The series includes 11 different concerts, all free to the public, and it looked like everyone was having a great time tonight at the first one. The Telegraph District Summer Concert Series kicked off Wednesday evening in Lincoln. Dozens of people enjoyed the night out and some local music.
It's like all those little ones over there are just having a blast dancing, and also I love this outdoor stuff. I think it's a great thing that they offer to Lincoln.
The concert series, hosted by the Milk, Coffee, and Aloe Communications, is putting on the series for the second year in a row. It's held at the Telegraph District patio near 21st and K Streets. The event is free and open to the public and offers a space for people to enjoy drinks, food, and music. Each week, a local brewery will be featuring their drinks.
Live local bands that are playing every Wednesday night. We also have local breweries that are offering their beverages. We also have the mill that's making food available for purchase.
Not only is the concert series family-friendly, but you can also bring your pets. The hope of the series is building new friendships and neighbors in the community.
We wanted to let the community know that we're part of the community, that we want to bring people together.
Concerts are every Wednesday through September 18th. If you'd like to see who's performing, we have the list on our website, klkntv.com.
Yeah, it looks like everyone was having a great time. Thank you, Marlo, for the story. In national news, a tropical storm bears down in the Gulf. It could become a hurricane.
That's right. New Orleans already underwater, hoping its levee system holds up, especially after Katrina. Many remember that. Here's ABC's Rob Marciano.
Tonight, a state of emergency for New Orleans. This water spout spotted marching across Lake Pontchartrain as severe storms ripped through homes like this one.
The whole bedroom was blown out, and my wife and dog were they were under the rubble.
And flash floods pounding the city, dumping up to a half a foot of rain, turning roads into rivers. The famed French Quarter submerged. Drivers forced to abandon their cars, this man swimming through deep water.
This is ridiculous. It looks like Venice out here. Everybody need a boat or something. This is like sad. This is really sad.
And it is only the beginning. Louisiana bracing for a hurricane or tropical storm.
We don't know yet where this storm is going to land, but we know it's going to be a big storm, a significant rain and storm surge event.
The people here taking no chances. They're stocking up on supplies. In the Gulf of Mexico, oil companies already pulling workers off their rigs. And along the rivers, a scramble to sandbag. Tonight, the levee system's facing one of its biggest tests since Hurricane Katrina. The Mississippi projected to reach 20 feet, highest level in nearly 70 years. And here at the Bonnie Carey Spillway, just west of New Orleans, it has been open for an unprecedented second time this year, diverting about 10% of the Mississippi River water flow, relieving some of the pressures of the levees downstream. But with the amount of rainfall we expect to get, anywhere between 10 and 20 inches, plus the storm surge, the Mississippi River level at New Orleans could reach a level where the levees begin to overtop. Rob Marciano, ABC News, Norco, Louisiana.
And coming up with the news tonight, a preview of the Nebraska football road race. We're going to hear from the Huskers later in sports.
But first, Dina's in next with your 10-day forecast. Here's a live look outside tonight. We'll be right back.
Live from Lincoln, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 10 with Rod Fowler, Megan Conway, Chief Meteorologist Dean Wysocki, and Sports Director Andrew Ward. This is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 10.
I watched the entire pack. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. I must have missed that part. I don't know.
We were arguing whether it was a tropical
Dean.
storm or not. ABC calls.
Dean says it's not.
It's a tropical depression.
Depression yet.
It's just a storm.
It's a tropical recession.
I hate. That's the one thing that grinds my gears is
peels your onions.
Oh my God, inaccurate weather reporting, especially from the network. Come on, people.
From the senior meteorologist,
Jesus,
Rob
that
Marciano.
doesn't mean a damn thing.